so hard to find the words to tell you. Billowing smoke on my thoughts I choke. Grey cloud cover reveal the panorama of how I'm caught up in this Nike melodrama. A tragic story.
Dana White and Francis Ngannou have recently taken digs at each other, and here's where it all started.
World record for the most powerful punch. His punch is the equivalent to 96 horsepower, which is equal to getting hit by a Ford Escort going as fast as it can.
It all started in 2022 when Francis Ngannou wanted to renegotiate his contract as a free agent from the UFC, and the UFC were a bit reluctant on that. And in that year, he fought Cyril Gane, and he was paid a total of $600K. And he won that fight by a unanimous decision, and from there he was a free contract. Dana White recently came up in an interview and said that Francis Ngannou would have been earning more money if he stayed with the UFC.
He also said like he would have made more money to stay here.
And that's a fact. He can play those games all he wants. He would have made more money here.
To put that into context, John Jones' last fight, he was paid $7.3 million against Cyril Gane, and that's like one of the highest pays that you can get as a UFC fighter, except Conor McGregor was getting way above that. However, in his first contract, Francis Ngannou signed with Tyson Fury. He was paid $10 million for that fight. In his second boxing fight where he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua, he was paid $20 million. So that's $30 million already compared to the 7.3 that John Jones made in his first fight. So already you can sense some Dana White bullshit right there. But anyway, let's dig deeper. Francis Ngannou also came up and said that the UFC owed him money. I doubt that. Like, if you don't have evidence, like, you can't claim that. Dana White came and said that they've never owed anyone money, even when the company was doing badly.
When have you ever heard a story in all the years we've been in business, even when it was upside down, where we owed somebody money? Never happened. So he's full of shit there.
And I kind of believe that. So you can see both of them, like, I don't think they really like each other. I think this is personal for both of them, very personal. And Ngannou came up in a Joe Rogan podcast and said that his only interest is his money.
Base of what is in my base of my asset. I don't live beyond that. That's what.
And man, I can't fight that. You have to be based in this sport. I think Dana White likes people he could control and all that, but that's corporate. That's a corporate world for you. But that's that. So I think the main reason for this thing is that two egos by two guys who really wanted two opposite things. And I think, I don't think this will ever be solved. Dana White also said that the PFL is sorry for signing Francis Ngannou because they're paying him $8 million. That's
praying for his demise is probably the PFL, because they signed a shitty contract with a guy that doesn't deliver any numbers and ticket sales or pay-per-views. So, and they got to keep paying this guy for however long, and good for him, and not good for them.
Crazy that $8 million per fight. So in his last fight against Ferreira, he was paid $8 million. I don't know how much pay-per-views he did, but he didn't do good. I think it was like around 10K to 20K around that pay-per-views. But that's that. So you can see, like, Dana White is a businessman and he's pointing out from a business perspective. But Francis Ngannou, I feel like that was his right move. That was the right move to move out from the UFC. He's now getting paid more than what would have been paid in the UFC if he had stayed there for life even. And I don't blame him. Personal interests, that doesn't matter. The PFL, that's the PFL's fault for signing such a contract. But from what Ngannou's perspective, I think he's winning. And so that's the whole beef decided.